Sure.
Yeah. Y'all know what time it is, man. It is Hump Day. The Hump Day Happy Hour tap in with your boys from the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother, my partner, Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you?
And you already know what it is. Hump Day Happy Hour tap in. Oh, shoot. Yeah, my bad. I hit the wrong button.
Oh no, you good. You good to go. Um, we might well get right to it, man. We ain't gonna hold y'all long today. Um, I be the one that don't be. I'm the one that doesn't want to get into the whole political. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular dude. I'm not a pundit or nothing like that. So I try not to have too much conversation for it. But the fact that these Mickey Fickies have decided that they want to reward insurrectionists for their suffering type shit is crazy. Um, that's what comes when your branch has the control. Um, but there's no way that this stuff should be happening, and we seem to say that so much. We've been saying that for the last 13 years. It seemed like there's no way that this can be real. But what do you think in regards to what is it, $1.6 billion?
Yeah, that's crazy. As somebody said before, they didn't want to give us reparations as black folk. Like I said, they couldn't come up with the money. They found every excuse not to pay their debt to history. And now this insurrectional people can get a payday, which is crazy also because they have a track history now of committing more crimes and worse crimes. It's ridiculous how many of them are caught now messing with kids. And to reward them for what they did and them not even calling it, they're still calling it a peaceful protest. There's people that protest after George Floyd, um, the nurse guy. I want to say his name wrong. And the young lady
Pretty,
that died.
Alex Pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty. And there's people in the past, that have passed away, and there was protests, and those people were handcuffed and jailed and you know pepper sprayed and rubber bullets, and these people stormed the Capitol. Like
Shot
that's like beyond like
real
yeah,
bullets.
it's crazy. It's crazy. And the thing about it, I don't even think they're gonna get the money. I think that money is for them. They're just gonna say it's for the rioters, but I believe he keeping it for himself.
That is the sinister twist that I hope people understand. It only helps him to keep the division between the regular, reasonable thinking people and the MAGA culture. You feel me? So I think that's his intent the entire time is to you go this way, I go that way. You know what I'm saying? The three-car Molly effect type shit. Um, shell game, whatever you want to call it. He freeing up this money to go into his pockets, the pockets of his family, and the other people that allow him to do what the fuck he doing.
Yeah, I totally agree. What up together we break chains. When God speak, we listen. But once again, what I will say is through all this, I think people are getting a front row seat to see how dirty politics are and how you can fight through politics. Um, Mike Johnson say they can't live off 174,000. Like that's your salary, and you can't live off that, and people can be like you don't want to raise minimum wage, then you want to give the insurrectionists, billions of dollars. Like these politicians are throwing numbers around that, back in the day we wouldn't even think was possible. Growing up, we thought million was a lot of money. These people are talking about billions and trillions. they throwing around crazy numbers, and we as people, the average citizens, are fighting amongst ourselves over stupid stuff and not really watching what they doing. Democrats are fighting each other. Like it's crazy that we got one life to live, and this is what we decide to do with it.
It's not we though, and I think that's the problem. It goes to the separation of
Yes,
the top versus the bottom, the rich versus the poor type shit. And there are way more of us that's poor than, and I'm just saying poor, not specifically. Um, but now, if you make less than 180,000, and gas is $5 a gallon in most places, as much as almost $7 a gallon in some places. If you make less than $180,000, cuz you falling in on that poor side. And what's crazy is I
well,
saw
I'm poor.
somebody, yeah, shit, more like I said, more of us are poor than those of us that are rich. You feel me? So if you made $100,000 a year, give or take, it would take you 10 years in theory to get $1 million. Well, it's a million hundred thousands in a billion. You feel me? Or it's hundred thousands in a billion. Um, I don't even know if that math is right. I've been drinking, so it don't much matter. I just know that's a lot of money for less than 1% of the world to be in that category. You got a few thousand motherfuckers that's a billionaire, while the rest of the country is just trying to get by the best way we can, or the world for that
Like the
matter.
other, yeah, like the other crazy thing is like you don't even hear people talking about insurance no more. Shit, my job did insurance in open enrollment, bro. Them numbers stupid crazy. Even though I work for a small company, like them them numbers is like, bro. They talking about. I think one of my, let me see if I can bring it up. One of my estimates would be you talking about getting paid every 2 weeks. Give me a second. I'm trying to bring it up. Oh, I'm looking at between 664 and 787 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Like that's crazy. Yeah, and you just talking about if you making less than 180,000, you poor. Bro, I can't afford the insurance, and that's just health insurance.
And that's the thing. It's like, what are the taxes that we pay for, and we find out it's for the people that want to overthrow the government? That's nuts. We paying taxes to get criminals a payday, basically. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a front row seat to politics. You grow up taking economic class and government class in high school to graduate, and you don't think of it. You don't think nothing of voting. You don't think nothing of putting yourself to your local town every level. Like people say, start with your local politicians first. That's important. And you keep moving up the steps of steps, but all of them are equally as dirty. But in a sense, it's like, damn, y'all paying these high prices too.
Right.
That's what's crazy.
And they not trying to hide it no more. I think that's what, you go back to Cat Williams talking about it's the year of, how did he put it? The year of truth, the year of discovery or revelation. Um, Shit been fucked up ever since Cat sat down with Shannon, for sure. And that's not the first time I've said it. It's not the first time I heard it. It's not an original thought, but it been all frail for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
At the very least, the last 10.
You said 12 years. That's 12 years a slave.
Hey, it's we in a weird place. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's a marijuana, and and I need to start more day drinking.
You said, I think everybody is doing way more drugs than they should. Everybody is drinking way more alcohol than they should. You know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, you'd be like, you need a clear head so you could, go into the world and make the proper changes.
Yeah, your
And now,
predation.
say who? Well, we apologize. I don't know what kind of issues we have, and I don't know if it's internet. Well, it's definitely internet. This type of delay. I don't know if it's him or myself though. It looked like my counter's still rolling, but um, we just in a weird place, man. We just in a weird place.
Well, shout out to all the people graduating, regardless of levels: elementary school, middle school, high school, college, life in general. It is graduation season. Um, Parents, I know y'all happy, but sad at the same time, these kids about to life. And kids, you excited to graduate, but now you about to experience life. It's hard out here. You ain't got to be a pimp. It's just hard out here.
Yeah, but I think we finally got it together where these parents ain't just letting their kids out loose in the world. You feel me? A lot of parents are understanding the situations that we in economically, socially, and they allowing their kids to stay around the house. But these young people got to do their part too. Just because you at home with your mom and daddy don't mean you got to be walking around there with your ass on your shoulders. You got to do your part. You still got to wash them dishes. You still got to cut that grass. You need to be trying to contribute to some of the bills, the food, the something around the house. Um, but I'm glad people have understood, and black people especially, stop putting your kids out the house at 18 years old. They not ready.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was just about to say that if you ain't got to, kids don't leave the house. If they ain't got two parents, don't let them leave the house, man. This world is ruthless. These kids are already in debt. This interest rate is high. Um, these bank fees is high. These jobs ain't hiring. The careers ain't careers like they used to be. Um,
Now you know what I'm
Education don't
saying though that
get you
I
as far
agree
as you
with
thought it did. The guy proves that networking skills better are just as good as college degree. But
in
please
a weird
don't,
way.
I'll be telling people, growing up, we just talk about we just talk about the Latinos and other races having 10 people in the house. They still doing it, and they ain't even complaining about the high bills. They've been doing it. Ain't no shame in it. Having people in the house, man. It's survival.
In a real way, man. Yeah, they could get a tiny house. You know what I'm saying? You spend 20, 30 grand on a tiny house, put it in the backyard, put it in your parents' backyard. Because let's not get it twisted. You know, your parents been caring for you their whole life because they tired of having quiet sex. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little 8x8 shelter, man, put some insulation in it, and move into the backyard, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm seeing people doing that. They buying tiny homes. They buying sheds and converting them. It's this one spot. I go up to for work sometimes. They cleared off a couple of acres of land, and I first saw an RV on it. A couple months later, I saw something else on it. A couple months later, I saw the foundation of a horse ranch, the horse corral thing. So they build it up. They build it slowly. Nothing but respect to them. I don't know who they are. I'm just saying it's okay to start small. You know what your vision is.
In a real way. In a real way, man. The more and more we do this thing, man, the more and more we compete with the elements of, you know, technology, lags and whatnot, man. Um, I hate that we having this kind of quality, man, but we always appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us. Y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, the notifications. We gonna continue to do this, man. We gonna continue to try to make it better for the most part. Um, no, we definitely gonna make it better. And we want to keep having the conversations that we having. We want y'all to join us while we having them. What you got for the people on the way out?
You were breaking up.
Oh man. Well, we are gonna go ahead and end this live, man. We're gonna try to be back next week with a better connection. Um, my apologies to y'all, those of y'all that rock with us and the ones that are tuning in for the first time. I hope you give us another chance. This to be on TV Live Show. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother Carolina Dirt. Uh, till the next time, man. Y'all love the people who love you back, man. Y'all be easy. We gone.